there was no one to judge you, would you make different choices? Why make choices in your life based on what everyone else thinks is best for you? What about trusting your intuition and just going with what you think? Everyone has the power to make inspired choices. Get ready to listen, share, and experience the creativity that is you. Now, here's the host of Inspired Choices, intuitive life coach, Christine McIver.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in today. I'm your host, Christine McIver, and I'm calling in from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. I wonder where you're calling in from and listening from today. So today we're going to talk about dreams and how dreams can happen for each and every one of us. The world is full of dreamers. Thank goodness. It is possible to move forward beyond pain, sorrow, and suffering and learn how to take back your life. Hit that reset button and choose the dreams of your heart. We all deserve to follow our dreams, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So before we get into today's topic, I want to just ask everybody, what's going on for you now? Where are you at? How are you feeling right now in the universe with your energy? You know, this was a tough week, especially with the Sunday with 9/11, with the anniversary of, sorry, it gets me emotional, with the 10-year anniversary, and it brought back a lot of sadness, and maybe even it brought back anger for some people. And I'm just wondering how did it impact you? You know, what I posted on Twitter and on Facebook was that I choose to focus on all the love and compassion that 9/11 brought forward. And I choose to see the beauty that unfolded and the difference it made in the world with the compassion. There are so many things that are happening and have been happening that we've noticed so strongly. And you can pay attention to the negative parts of these experiences, or you can choose to look at the beauty that comes out of it, of what rises up out of the ashes. And that is so important, to pay attention to where you're focusing, because as we've always talked about, that's where you're going to get more of those positive things to come forth. Anger does not solve angry issues. Love and compassion does. And that's what I saw watching some of the television this weekend about the 9/11, and just seeing the amazing people that helped during that time that we didn't hear about. So I really hope that you choose to focus in that area whenever something negative is impacting our world. It really can make a good difference for all of us. Last week on our show, we had Sandra Grant, and she was sharing her journey with us and how she had many, many challenges. And she's such an inspiration and a light of hope. And, you know, she was teaching us all that it's not where you've been, but where you choose to focus that can make the difference. And she shared so much of that, of her life with us, and I truly appreciate that. And we're going to continue on that theme with where you can choose to move your life into being one of happy and joy and an inspiration as well. Now, before we get started today, I have a contest for everyone who's listening live. The contest is the first person to call into the show today is going to receive a 30-minute free life coaching session. So I'm looking forward to being able to give that away and bless somebody with that. So get calling in. It's a free number, so it's going to be very, very easy for you to call in. And don't be shy. It'll be very easy, just like we're talking. So the number is 1-866-472-5795, and that's free in North America. Okay. So when you were growing up, did you ever hear anybody just say to you, stop daydreaming? Did you ever have a teacher that say that, or a parent say that? Well, you know what I say to that? Don't ever stop that. Don't ever, ever stop daydreaming. Daydreaming is what brings forth more beauty in our world, more possibilities, more inventions, more experiences to be joyful about. You know, 1 year from today, your life is going to be either better or worse. You are going to be either heavier or lighter in weight, richer or poorer, happier or sadder. And you know what? It's all a function of your choices that you make today that will decide where you will be. So decide, are you going to be aimlessly wandering through your life, just letting things happen? Are you going to decide to create the world, the life that you want now? 1% difference of your choices each day for the next 30 days will create a 30% difference by the end of the month. It's that simple. You can't make huge jumps over, a 2 or 3 day basis, but if you are changing one thing a day, 1 percentage change a day, just one new choice, you are going to see a huge difference as you move forward in your life. And imagine what an impact you can have on your own future when you decide to make calculated choices each day. It's so, so important. So how do we hit the reset button, Christine? How do we do this? The most important question is to ask yourself, what am I passionate about in my life? What do I want more of? Are you not sure? You know you have dreams, but you can't find them, perhaps. Maybe you don't know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you know that there's more out there, but you don't know how to do it. Well, take a moment to relax in a quiet place. This is the very first thing to do. Lie down or sit and close your eyes and give yourself full permission to dream about your life. Think about your ideal career. Think about an ideal relationship, maybe with your intimate partner that you're with now or you haven't met yet. Maybe it's with your family. Maybe it's with your children. Think about the ideal health. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Think about your ideal financial situation. What would that look like? Maybe your ideal fun part of your life. What would that look like? And as you're doing this, notice what images and thoughts and feelings come to you. Play with them. Be a child again in that. And no judging. You don't get to judge. Children don't judge. Just notice what you see and feel and follow along where it feels good. Keep going there. And when you do this on a regular basis, imagine what you are going to design. What you want to do as soon as you're done is get all of the details and write them down. Write down the colors, the players that were in your movie. Write down the sounds or the emotions that came to you. Remember, you are the director of your own movie. You're the director of your life. Take control of that and start moving. It's so important. And the more often that you do this, the more often the dreams are going to be coming to you. And dreaming needs to be done on a daily basis. I strongly encourage you to just even take 5 minutes a day and to dream. Dream. Okay, we have a caller that's been patiently waiting. We're going to speak with Margaret. Are you there, Margaret? Or is it Marguerite? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Marguerite.
Yes.
Thank you for calling in. You're our winner today.
Oh, wonderful. Wow.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
So you're calling in from Ohio?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. What's it like in Ohio today?
Kind of overcast, but it's still nice.
Oh, good.
Temperatures are nice. So.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So what's your question today, Marguerite?
Well, actually, I didn't have a question. I just felt the urge to call in. I was listening to everything you were saying and saying, yes, I have been doing this, and the dreams, I have been keeping a journal for well over a year. I think for me, the biggest thing was to start accepting and start taking things and not saying no to them. My thoughts and, the messages I've been getting, being more open to them.
So the biggest change, what I'm hearing for you, has been actually allowing these positive experiences to come forth. Yes. Mm-hmm. Excellent. So tell us, share with our listeners one of the dreams that has started to unfold for you.
Probably a few months ago, I started having dream after dream, night after night, showing me a fear, but having me come through it not fearing it. Whether it be just speaking on the phone, calling in, doing something just out of my normal activities. And every day I would wake up and say, okay, I don't need that anymore, it's gone. The fear of the unknown. I'm slowly but surely getting rid of all those fears I've had for decades.
Congratulations, that is fantastic.
Thank you.
So what's the next big step for you?
I'm still learning what I should be doing, trying to get in the right direction, but I think I have so many paths I have to go on. I'm just trying to take one day at a time. I'm learning healing, I'm learning communication, I'm doing all sorts of things that are just being drawn to me, but sometimes I feel overwhelmed, so I have to learn to just slowly do things.
Right. Well, and the living in the moment is so important for each of us, and to quiet that negative voice that says, oh, it's too much. And just, one of the biggest things that I always do when I'm feeling like that, Marguerite, is I just go, okay, I just need to stop for a minute, and I need to breathe. And just allowing things to move through. And when you breathe, it kind of grounds you again so you can refocus and move forward.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna go to break shortly, Marguerite. I would love for you to email me at Christine@inspiredchoices.ca so we can schedule your free half-hour coaching session.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for calling in today.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.
So when we come back from break, we're going to continue on this path of talking about dreaming and what you can do to move forward in your dreams, okay? And if you have questions, please call in. We've got a very exciting show today, and I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you. If you have a question you'd like to email it to you, if you're a little more comfortable that way, that's great. Christine@inspiredchoices.ca, and I will do my best to answer your question on the call. If not, I will email you personally after the call. Stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Christine McIver, and today we're talking about dreams and how we can make them come true. Carl Sandburg said, nothing happens but first a dream. And isn't that so true? When you think about famous people like Bill Gates or Mahatma Gandhi or anyone famous, wherever they are in their life, it all started out with a dream. And for some of those people, it seemed like a pie in the sky at first. But they continued to dream it until they could see all the parts of the dream come together. And, just living that dream over and over in your mind and breathing it and smelling it helps it to grow. One of the things that I often have been told is to actually go and test drive something. If there's a new house that you want, go walk through some new homes and really get into the feeling, because you will begin to vibrate that, and that's the law of attraction. When you start to send those emotions out, that's the law of attraction, and that's very, very important. Okay, we're going to go to our next caller, Caitlin. Caitlin, are you on the line?
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So do you have a call for us today, or a question for us today?
Yeah, I have a 1-year-old son, and my dream is to be a nurse. I've already applied to school, and I've been accepted into the pre-program. I'm just worried I don't have the help that I need. So how do I know that me going to school to follow my dreams is the best thing for him?
Okay, well, interesting. I went back to school when my son he had just turned 2 years old. And I think a lot of people on the line, if they're single parents, they probably felt this urge too, like, when do I know it's okay? Do you have care set up for him already?
No.
Okay, so that's, I think, one of the biggest things as a young mother is to ensure that you have some good, solid care, where you aren't worrying about him all day long, right? So right. strongly encourage you to reach out to some family and friends to get some really strong contact, referrals, and even look to sometimes to your school. They may have somebody that they would refer, like a group, even a professional daycare place. That will help you. But the other thing is, Caitlin, why do you want to become a nurse?
I like to help people.
Okay, and why is that important for you?
I don't know. It's what I've wanted to do for a long time.
So when you think about nursing, do you get an excited feeling?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you believe that when you become a nurse and, visualize yourself graduating and actually walking into a hospital for the first time and saying, I'm Nurse Caitlin, and do you visualize that and get a really great feeling about that? Do you think you're going to be really excited?
Yes.
Okay, so then if you are excited about doing that and you are feeling good, are you going to be a happy person?
Yes.
Okay, and if you're a happy person, are you going to be showing up to all of your relationships, with your husband or partner, with your child, with your friends, with your relatives? Are you going to be showing up in a happier mood?
Well, probably, yeah.
Right. And then how do you think you're going to be impacting your relationships then?
They'll be better because I'll be happier.
Right. So actually when we look to our children, and this is something that I would do when my son was little and I went back to school, is I said, I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm also doing this for him because I know that I'm going to be happier and I'm going to be a happier mother when I'm with him. For some people, being at home full time makes them very happy, and God bless them. And for other people, they have other dreams, right?
Right.
Well, for finding one of those people that would actually take care of your child when you're at school or when you're working, that fulfills them, you're going to be actually blessing them at the same time, aren't you?
Yes.
So get back to your feelings, Caitlin. How is it going to feel? And how is it going to look when your son grows and he's seen that you've followed your dreams? He will be more likely to follow his.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much for calling in, and good luck on becoming a nurse.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye now, Caitlin. Okay, so it's so true what Caitlin was saying, that, we have to, keep going in the direction of our dreams. That's so important. And, you don't want to get to the end of your life and be filled with regrets or anger or resentment. Don't let your fear or your pride keep you from living the life that you deserve. You were made to have a joyous life, but you and only you can make that happen. Stop waiting for someone to come knocking at your door with a box of your dreams in hand and giving them to you. You have to go out there and get them. That's so, so important. So I want to go back to what we were talking about when you're sitting and you're actually visualizing and you're dreaming. I want you to focus on 3 key words. The first word is to ask. It's the what. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I like? What makes me happy? What makes me excited? Ask that. That's your role in dreaming, okay? And then as those dreams begin to unfold, the second word is believe. See yourself in the dream and start to believe that it's already happening. So by replaying that dream over and over and over again, you are believing it is real. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a dream and a reality. And when you want it to start to operate as if it's already happening, all you have to do is keep replaying. Just keep hitting the replay button. And then just like Marguerite said, learn to allow and receive what is coming to you. A lot of times we have belief systems or old patterns inside of us that says that can't happen to you. You don't deserve that. That's not true. It's an old belief system, and we need to move past that. I challenge each and every one of you to stand up for your life. Claim what is yours. You are not a mistake. You are supposed to be here. Allow yourself to imagine what it's going to feel like in your ideal career. Notice how warm and fulfilled you feel. Those feelings are your ultimate message. Whether it's a new career, or it's a new role in your career, or it's a new relationship, or it's a new, amount of money in your bank, it's a new home, it's a new traveling experience. Allow yourself to feel those feelings that are stirring inside of you. Don't ignore those nudges. They are important. Really, dreaming is a spiritual experience, because what you're doing is you're getting in touch with the spirit that's inside of you. When you get excited, when you start to laugh and you have fun and it feels so good, that is your spirit telling you this is right. This is what is going to make you feel happier, more fulfilled. So listen. Those feelings are stirring something inside of you, and your job is to listen. So as you feel good, you begin to draw those things to you. That is what the law of attraction is all about. There's a lot of things out there about the law of attraction, and they are all amazing, but they come down to this simple one message. Pay attention to what feels good. Keep paying attention to what feels good, and you will begin to attract that to you, because you're sending that energy out to the universe of that's what you want. The difference between us, human beings, and animals is the ability to dream. That's the ability to dream, the ability to make choices. You have a choice in your life whether you're going to be happy or not. Don't give your power away by blaming someone else that they've done something. Well, you were also in that relationship. You allowed those things sometimes to happen to you by your choices of maybe staying in that relationship or maybe staying at that job. Maybe you're in a job right now that you don't like, that doesn't fulfill you. Maybe you have a boss that really drives you nuts. Well, you know what? Begin to dream a new dream. Begin to dream the dream that fulfills your heart. And you will begin to attract to you small steps, one at a time, towards fulfilling that dream. You do not need everyone else to align with your desires. Only you need to align with your desires. One of the things that I strongly encourage is for you to find a good supporter of your dream and share it with them. If you know somebody's criticized you in the past, don't share your dream with them. It's not their dream. It's your dream. They can't get excited about it because it's not theirs. They have their own. But if you can find just one person to share your dream with, just one person that's going to be your cheerleader, they can help you. They can absolutely help you to follow towards it. So it's so important to listen to your heart and listen to what your spirit is telling you. Get in touch with those whispers. Sometimes they're little nudges. They're not really big. We are often more emotionally connected to negative emotions than to positive emotions. And sometimes, if that's been your old habit, you're going to need to get into a new habit of listening to those positive emotions and following them. And sometimes they are just whispers. So that's why actually practicing every day, just sitting quietly and visualizing over and over in your mind and asking yourself those questions, what is it I want? They will begin to come forth, and then they are going to get louder. Now, when you first start dreaming, you might come up with, well, I'd like more money. And it's not really, that exciting. It's not really very specific. But as you continue, just like in any brainstorming exercise, if you've ever done brainstorming, one builds on the other. So keep it going. It's so important. Okay, we're just about ready to go to break, and I've got so much more I want to share with you, but I'd love to take some more of your calls or emails. So do contact me at Christine@inspiredchoices.ca or call into the number 1-866-472-5795. And if you are listening to this call after on the replay, no problem. Send me your questions when you're listening. I am open to supporting people, and I'm open to connecting with people, so please don't hesitate. Okay, so when we get back, we're going to talk about your role, and we're going to get into some more specifics. So stay on the line, and we'll talk with you soon. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Christine McIver, your host, and we're talking about dreams and how they can happen. You know, I know that there is a lot of heavy negative energy in the universe right now. I know that that is impacting many of us with all the news that we're watching, with, you know, everything that we're hearing. We're so bombarded nowadays. And I think that that's actually feeding the negativity within us. It's actually not helping us move towards our dreams. So I strongly encourage you to limit how much negative energy you're taking in through the media, through everything that you're reading. You know, I'm all about staying informed, but don't get mitered down in it. Don't feed it so that it takes over you, all right? Because that will actually work like a wall to keep you from actually moving forward towards your dreams. So please pay attention to that. Dreams are possible. There are still amazing things that are going on. There's a huge shifting in the universe of what people are choosing to focus on. And when each and every one of us takes a hold of our dreams, we are actually adding to that positive shift. We are helping to move things forward. Now, a lot of people, when they begin to dream, they go into judging their dreams, right? Have you ever done that before? You think, okay, well, I want to buy a new house. And the first thing you do is, well, I don't have enough money. So right away you start judging it. Right away you stop it from actually growing and beginning to, take legs. You don't worry about the how. The dreaming part is not worrying about the how. Your job is to focus on the what and get to the what of your spirit. Nurture it with enthusiasm each day. You know, if you've been, you've just had a very, very difficult time with a relationship, or you've had a very, very difficult time with finances, or you've had a very, very difficult time with your health, it's not going to be like flipping a switch to move from where you are to your biggest dreams that you could possibly dream. But when you nurture it every day and you refuse to worry about how it will happen, the negative energy cannot impact it, okay? Take the power of your dreams and choose what you are focusing on. That's your role. Choose what it is you want and how you are going to nurture it each and every day. If you want to make a difference in the world, do you know what? You need to prosper. And I'm not just talking about money. I am talking about everything. I'm talking about anything that you see as prosperous: relationships, health, finances, the way that we serve each other. If you want to make a difference and to teach other people, you need to bring your gifts forward. It's so important. You can't give away what you don't have. It's so important that you step forward and you claim your life. You claim your dreams so you can bless other people as well. That's how we are going to make a difference in the world. All things are hard before they are easy. Thomas Fuller said that. And isn't that true? You know, initially, as you begin to change and you begin to focus over on these dreams of yours, it may not feel very comfortable at first. It may feel uncomfortable not to allow that negative voice to come inside of your head. And, one of the things that I've said and I've, heard quoted many, many times in my life is there's no comfort in the growth zone and there's no growth in the comfort zone. Let me say that again. There is no comfort in the growth zone and there is no growth in the comfort zone. So when you begin to feel uncomfortable when you're doing your dreams, I want you to listen and I want you to remember this. When you're feeling uncomfortable, it means you are growing. When you are uncomfortable going towards your dreams, it means you are growing. And as you continue to move towards that, it will get more comfortable. Living your dreams will set your spirit free, and you're going to no longer be held back in fear or anger or in resentment, okay? It's so important that you are selfish about your feelings. This is good for you and for others too, because when you are selfishly focused, as we all are and are supposed to be, and you're following your dreams, not at the expense of somebody else, but at the benefit of yourself, you will then be able to bless other people. You will be able to inspire other people. You will be able to teach other people that their possibilities can happen. And when you get in touch with what you want and you focus on it daily, you will help them to do the same. One of the biggest things that I strongly encourage each and every person to do is to have a vision board. Now, this past Sunday, I ran a workshop. We had 10 people at the workshop, and we all built vision boards, and we began to understand what it all means. And it was so exciting to see these wonderful people coming together and putting together their dreams, and they didn't even know exactly what it looked like. But as I told them, it doesn't have to be a board you make and then that's it. Maybe, couple weeks, couple months down the line, you're going to say, well, that's not exactly what I meant. So change the picture, change what it looks like, and keep moving forward. What a vision board actually does is it is a source of accountability to yourself. Because every time you look at that vision board, you're coming back to that moment when you were in your best self, when you were in your dreamer self, when you had this dream that you wanted to fulfill. So when you're feeling, maybe you're not having a great day and you're feeling low, looking at that vision board and committing to spending time with that vision board every day and visualizing what you want and getting into that feeling of being in that dream, in that real life, making it real for you, that will help to bring it towards you. And before you know it, these things are going to unfold. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself, but know and believe and allow it to come. If you are looking at your vision board and you're saying, yes, I want more money, I want more money, I want more money, and you're specific about it and you can visualize it and you even write down an amount of money that you want, and you do that for 2 or 3 minutes a day, and then all throughout the day you're saying, well, I don't have enough money, I'm broke, look at there's never enough money, and you're saying all those things, you've actually just canceled that work on that vision board. So again, just like we did in one of the first calls I did, watch your words. Pay attention to what you are saying and what you are allowing to take growth in your mind. So it takes, simple steps to go forward, and you can do this. Everyone can do this. Now, what is very important as you are going forward is to see that one step can lead to another, and so on and so forth. So maybe you have something on your vision board. Maybe you have something in your mind that you've been dreaming about, and then something comes forth, and it's not exactly what you've been dreaming about. Well, does that mean you turn away from it? Does that mean that you say, well, no, that wasn't on my vision board. That's not what I was looking for, so that's not the right thing? No. You allow it to come, and then the next step. Personally, about 2 weeks ago, I was blessed with a new car. Now, it's not a brand new car, but it's a new car to me. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, on my vision board, I have a beautiful red Cadillac. And I have had that on my visual board and vision board, and I've been visualizing that and seeing that, and I have been imagining it. When I was driving my old car, I would be driving and I would be thinking about it, and I would imagine myself in that car. So when I was blessed with this new car, it's not exactly red and it's not a Cadillac, but it is a new car, and it felt good and I got excited about it, I took that. I took that opportunity and that blessing that came forth for me, and knowing full well that I'm on the path towards my red Cadillac. Now, maybe it's not going to be red eventually. Maybe it will be something different, but do you see what I'm saying? If you don't shoot for the moon, you're never even going to get to the stars. You have to shoot for something. If you have no target, how are you going to grow? How are you going to move forward? It's very important to have those dreams and then to put them down, to write them down. Visualization, especially for adults, is very impactful because we often think in pictures. So that's why vision boards can have so much power. Now, when you make a vision board, you don't put it in the closet or behind a door, you put it somewhere where you will visually be impacted by it every day. So maybe you have it on a wall in your bedroom, or maybe you have it in your office, or maybe you have it in a special place in your home. You don't have to have it out for everybody to see and share and judge. This is your dream, remember? It's not everybody else's. But have it out so you are seeing it on a daily basis, and you can get in touch with that on a daily basis. It's very, very important. Okay. So we've been talking about that. Now, when you are going through the change process, remember a few weeks ago we were talking about that. First, you're going to visualize and get into those dreams of visualizing every day. And then you begin to plan. So choose one of those things on your vision board, choose one of those dreams, and how are you going to begin to get there? So maybe, like our caller Caitlin, she wants to be a nurse. Well, maybe one of the first things is if you wanted to go back to school, well, what could I do today? Maybe I can't quit my job today. Maybe I can't automatically go into full-time education, but maybe I could take one course. You know, baby steps, one step at a time. Things don't have to happen all at once. But dreams need to be nurtured, and you need to walk down that path one step at a time. So how can you get there? Begin to plan it. Begin to come up with ideas, and watch as you continue to nurture that dream, and you are writing down some ideas of planning, how suddenly things are going to come to you. Because like the law of attraction, you keep sending it out there, and it will come. Look for resources. Look to other people maybe that are already, on that path, and talk to them. Reaching out and getting support from people who are on the same path as you is very, very helpful. We're here to be in relationship with each other. And when you ask somebody else for help, it helps them feel good that they are giving back as well. Everyone wants to receive, but has a hard time in receiving. But when you are a giver and you allow someone else to give to you, you bless them with the ability to give. Okay, so we're going to go to break shortly. And when we come back, we're going to continue with what can you do to get towards your dreams, and hit that restart button. Every single day, we can hit that restart button. It doesn't take huge things, but it takes you believing in your dreams. All right, so stay tuned. And if you are able to, contact me at Christine@inspiredchoices.ca. At the end of the call, I'm going to be actually telling you about a brand new contest that's going on. Okay, so we'll be back shortly. Back, everyone. I'm your host, Christine McIver, and today we are talking about dreams and how you can literally move forward and make a dream happen. How do you hit the restart button? Well, it's by each and every day taking control of your life and deciding that you are no longer going to just allow things to pass you by. Taking back what you want. But it does take discipline. It does take work each and every day. If there are things that are going on in your life that are not helping you move towards your dreams, you have to choose to spend some time, some dream time, and focus in on what you want, and focus in on the positive things in life. Being positive is not just a way for that some people are. It is actually, for most people, a conscious choice. It does not come easily. It does not come automatically. It is something that you have to practice at. A lot of people say to me, "Oh, Christine, you're always positive, you're always positive." I have just as many challenges as everybody else, but I choose to refocus every day because I know that I deserve to live a life of joy. And no matter what, I'm going to continue to move forward. What's the alternative? To die angry and lonely and sad? I don't think so. I'm choosing to do something different. And as we, each and every one of us, choose to do something different, we are going to make a huge difference in the people around us. Okay, before we went on to the break, we were talking about the vision board. So we need to visualize what we want. We need to plan and look for resources, look for help. This is something I do with people. If you want to explore how to move forward in your life and you want some more support, contact me. Check out my website. Check out the different packages that I have, whether it's one call or you want me to work with me for a while to help you move towards what it is that's niggling with you to a better, happier life. I can support you through my life coaching. We can do it in person or over the phone or over Skype. It doesn't matter where you are. We can work together. So plan and then execute. Begin to move forward. Take baby steps. Continuously tweak and be flexible. Just like I was talking about with my car. Okay, so I have a new car. I need it to be flexible and not reject the beautiful gift of this new car, but to embrace the opportunity and see that I am able to attract these things to me, and I'm going to continue to attract more and more. And then this is the most important, and you need to do this. So please write this down. You have to celebrate your successes. Your successes, small little steps every day of success will build and build and build. And having actually a success board that we've talked about before, what it does is it feeds your soul, it feeds your spirit, and it quiets that negative voice that you have inside of your head and maybe old belief systems that you didn't think you could actually succeed. This is what celebrating does, and it helps you to get out of that uncomfortableness and start to embrace more and more and more. Remember what I said. Be selfish with your feelings. Follow the feelings that feel good. And if you find you're stuck, if you find that you've done everything, you've listened to people like myself, you've read books about moving forward, and nothing seems to be working, there may be an old belief that is holding you back. An old belief that's buried deep inside of you that maybe you didn't feel you were worthy. And what's so important is doing that self-discovery work, so that you can unlock those old belief systems and move through them. You know, I can remember a couple of years ago when I was doing this work, I was working with a lady, Karen, I always mispronounce her name, Jaworski. She is a body talk lady and professional, and she was amazing. She helped me to break down an old belief system that I wasn't lovable. And what a difference it made in my life to do that work with her. It was such a blessing. So it's so important that you really tap into and see what's happening with you. Now, I want to read something. This is on my website. It's one of the things that I refer to often. It's called Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. And many of you have probably heard it before, but it serves all of us when we hear it again. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to manifest the glory that is within us. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That is so beautiful, Marianne Williamson. And isn't it so true that sometimes we're afraid to shine? You know, maybe that's something we're not comfortable with, we're not used to. We're more afraid of actually succeeding than we are of failing, because failing is normal. Failing is maybe something you're comfortable with. Well, you know what, brothers and sisters, it's not good. We need to move forward. And I strongly encourage each and every one of you to start following your dreams and start taking a hold of them. It's going to serve you. Trust me, it will serve you. Now, some of the things that I want to tell you that I'm working on, and I want to let you know where I'm at. I'm putting up more and more workshops. I'm going to begin to do webinars very soon. So if you can't physically come to the workshop, we're going to be bringing them to you. Let me know what you'd like to see offered. Email me, contact me through Facebook at Inspired Choices Inc. Let me know what you would like to see, what you would like to hear more about, what you would like to learn, and we'll be bringing them to you. We're here to serve, so that's what's really, really important. Also, we've got a contest on. There's 2 contests. First of all, we've got contest number 1 is when you refer 3 people to my Inspired Choices Inc. Facebook page, you too can win a 30-minute life coaching session. So that's valued at $50. All right? So you refer 3 people. they like the page, you email me, tell me who you referred, and I will give you a 30-minute life coaching session for free. So this contest closes in 10 days. It closes September the 24th rather. So please get out there, refer 3 people so that we can help other people that are maybe needing some of this information, okay? The second special that I've got going on, if you've been to my website, you've seen the pages, the page where I have all the different packages. Well, right now, for the next week, you are going to receive 20% off of any one of those packages when you purchase the package and you mention any of the radio shows that you've listened to and what you've learned. It's that easy. You just tell me which show you listened to and what you learned. It's that easy. And please share it with a friend. Have them listen to the replay. It'll be up very shortly. And if you check my website, inspiredchoices.ca, all of the previous past shows are up there that you can listen to, or you can download them in iTunes. I have a very deep desire to be of support to others. And I can tell you, when I first started doing this work, I was scared, but it was my dream. And I'm so happy that I keep moving forward, that every week I keep choosing to move forward because it's bringing me towards all of my dreams. It's fulfilling what's inside of me. And I know from what I've heard from other people that it is helping them too. And isn't that wonderful when we can help each other to move towards our dream? So next week on the show, we are going to be talking about how to live a life of joy in the midst of craziness. There are so many crazy things out there. How do we live a life of joy? I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your questions. So please email me. Get in touch with me. Let me know what you're hearing that you like, what you want to know more of, and how we can be of service to you. It has been so wonderful connecting with you today, and I look forward to connecting with you throughout the week. Have a wonderful week, and remember, you always have a choice. Take good care. Bye now.